What's up, everybody? TCG Mike here, back for another video, and today we're opening up the new structure deck, Fire Kings. I know this came out like a week ago. I just now finally getting to making this video. So let's check this out. The Fire Kings structure deck. It's reloaded because it was a structure deck of Fire Kings back 10 years ago, I think, from today's day, I think. Anyways, so what we got here? We got Return to Fire King Island, Extreme Heat ahead, intensify your deck's firepower with brand new monster, spell, and trap cards that unleash the true destructive power of Fire King High Avatar Gurnex. So let's check out here. We got the list right there that we're about to see, and the cards that are going to be foils. So let's check this out here as we crack it open. Can't wait to see what's in here. I totally forgot what was in here. But I know there's some nice reprints in here that I like. I've already saved me. I'm already going to save me a box on the next one, so. And these things are a lot harder to bust into, too. Well, getting the deck out. So here's the playmat. Let's get that to the side for a second. Check out the artwork of the playmat. I know a lot of people don't care for the playmats, but I always like the artworks of these. I always turn them into, like, I remember I used to have a shop at a flea market once, and I would put these on the wall as like posters, of these playmats. To me, they look like posters instead of using for playmats. And then we have the bound back of the strategy guide, of how to use the deck, or combo lines and stuff like that. So destroy your Fire Kings and harness the power of their rejuvenating flames to claim victory. And then there's also power up packs, promoting the other packs like Duelist Nexus, Age of Overload, Cyberstorm Axis, and then you got Photon Hypernova, which was like earlier this past year. And so, cool. I like that. Nice looking artworks. All right, let's get into the deck here. Open this up. Deck's, of course, at the bottom, so I can't just slide it right out. All right, there we go. Tab on the back. Give me a second here. I gotta. Oh yeah, smell of fresh, brand new cards is always nice. Okay, so we got, what is it? This is like the second, oh, jeez. See that, that SAC of the word sacred is kind of, faded out there. Huh. Wow. Alright, so we got Sacred Fire King Gurnex. So this one here, let's check out its monster abilities here for the newer stuff. If your monster that was originally fire is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from the graveyard. If it was there when the monster was destroyed, or hand, even if not, this card is normal. Put it right up here, sorry. If this card is normal or special summon, you can destroy one fire beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monster in your hand, deck, or face up on the field, except Sacred Fire King of Gurnex. And if you do, this card gains attack equal to half of the destroyed monster's attack it had there until the end of the turn. You can only use each effect of Sacred Fire King Gurnex once per turn. Oh, pretty cool. Alright, sounds pretty good. Now, just to let you know, I'm not that whole knowledge on Fire King. I've seen Fire King decks, and I just know they do stuff of destroy themselves and come back to the field. So that's much knowledge I know of Fire King. I will have to play this deck and learn a bit more of it. So I'm just going to be really reading some of its newer cards effects. So don't expect any like big reaction from me. So we got Fire King High Avatar Curran. Let's see, this one right here. During the main phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect, you can destroy one other fire monster in your hand or face up on the field. And if you do, special summon this card. If this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by special summon, let me back up there. If this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Fire King monster from your hand or graveyard. Except for Fire King High Avatar Curran. Then you can destroy one card on the field. You can only use each effect of Fire King Avatar Curran once per turn. Nice. Okay. I like that. I like that effect ability for that one. Let's see. Fire King Avatar Ring Belly. Ring Belly? Ring Belly? Something like that. If a face-up Fire King monster you control is destroyed by a card effect, except or during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand when a spell or trap card or effect when spell trap card or effect is activated. While this card is on the field, quick effect, you can negate the activation. If you do, destroy one fire monster in your hand or face up field. You can only use this effect use each effect of Fire King Rebellion once per turn. Okay. I like that one too. It's got a little negation. It's got its own little effect negation there. Fire King Sanctuary. When this card is activated, you can place one Fire King island from your deck face up in your field zone once per turn. If a face up card I'm sorry, let me back up there a second. I lost my spot. Once per turn, if a card in your field zone would be destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy one fire monster in your hand or face up on the field instead. Once per turn, if your opponent such summons a monster, you can immediately use this. You can immediately, after this effect, resolve an XYZ fire. One fire is the XYZ monster using only Fire King monsters you control. You can only activate one Fire King Sanctuary one per turn. All right. And then we have Grunex Eternity, Hyang of Fire Kings. Ooh, this one looks pretty big. It takes 2+ level 8 monsters, so you can add more to it. If this card is Xyz summon, you can destroy all other monsters on the field. Okay, so it's got a monster board wipe. You can detach one material from this card, then target one spell trap card on the field, destroy it, and if you do, this card gains 500 attack. Okay, if this card is destroyed while it has material, you can special summon one Fire King monster from the graveyard up to the number of materials this card had. All right, nice. It's got a reborn right there too for other creatures too as well. Nice, I like it. And you can only use these each effect of Grunex Eternity, Hyang of Fire Kings once per turn. Nice, awesome. That's a pretty big boss there. All right, so we got a Fire King Skyburn as a quick play spell. Target an equal number of Fire King monsters you control and cards your opponent controls, destroy them. If a Fire King if a Fire King card you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead. Oh, nice. It's got a little protection there for your Fire Kings too as well. Yeah, that's a nice card here. I like that one. The more Fire Kings have on the board, you can pop cards. Let's see another foil one right here is Ekelin of the Fire Kings. How about Ekelin? Ekelin of the Fire Kings? Hope I pronounced that right. Special summon 3 fire monsters one beast warrior, one winged beast, one each from your hand, deck, and graveyard, but their effects are negated. Also destroy them during the end phase. You can banish this card from the graveyard this turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when you normal or special summon a Fire King monster. You can only use each effect of the equivalent of the Fire Kings once per turn. Okay. And then and there is legendary Fire King. Is it Ponix, or is it Phoenix? Or without an H. All right, so this is that bird that we usually see in like the Fire Ring Circle spell card, whatever it's called, which I believe is probably also in the deck because he's in like that picture, I believe. If your monsters that was originally fired is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can add one Fire King spell and trap card from your deck to your hand during the next standby phase. After this card was destroyed and sent to the graveyard, add this card from the graveyard to your hand. You can only use each effect of legendary Fire King Phoenix once per turn. Nice. I like that one. All right, and then we got, I believe these are probably the OGs, probably the original Fire King avatars. So Fire King Avatar Grunex. We got Fire King Avatar Barong. Fire King Avatar Yakasha. Fire King Avatar Kurin. And then we have Blast Dragon Ruler of Infernos. That, I believe he's a 1. He's a 1. Yeah, I believe he's at 1 on the list. Remember back in the day, dragon rulers, and they all got cut down to 1, then banned eventually. So, shout out to dragon rulers there, and then there's also Burner, the dragon ruler of Sparks. That's the baby form of it. Nice. Then we have Coach Captain Bearman. And then we have also Coach Soldier Wolfbark. Nice. Then True King Agnimazud, the Vanisher. I remember this card. This card came back in the Salmon Gray structure deck. It was printed in. That was the Soul Burner. Was it Soul Burner? Yeah, Soul Burner structure deck. I think it's called Soul Burn. But it was the Solomon Gray structure deck. This card also came in last time I seen this one. And then we have, oh wow, Infernal Flame Emperor. That's a little OG there. Wow. I was kind of unexpecting that one. This is back from Blazing of Destruction, the OG fire structure deck back in the day. I think it came out like in 2004, I believe. Yeah. That's the last time I seen a printing of this one. I think there was another print after this. I think it was like a tournament pack or something, along with those other structure deck boss monsters. But wow, Infernal Flame Emperor. Would never expect to see this one here. Jeez, that's an OG right there. Dogorgon, the Mad Flame Kaiju. Awesome, nice to see. Wow, that same thing kind of like I just said about this one. He was also in the I believe the Soul Burner Salmon Gray structure deck along with this one in the same print and structure deck. Nice. And then we have the Blazing Mars, Bonfire Colossus, Sacred. Speaking of school nostalgia, Sacred Phoenix of Nemesis. It's another OG back from I think called Flaming Eternity booster pack way back in the day, back in like 2004, I believe, or somewhere around there, 04, 05, but of the original pack this one came from. But that's OG right there. Nice. And then Flame Firestorm Guards, a little old school there too, or I think for that one. Spirit of Flames, of course, is OG. Is another OG monster back from the day. So Yes, Flame Spirit. Didn't think I would see this one in this kind of a structure deck, but all right. Fencing Fire Ferret. Pretty awesome. I think that was a popular card back in the day, I think. Firebrand Hymnist. I like that one. That's pretty cute looking. Alpha, the Master of Beasts. Jeez, I think we just got like a couple prints of this already this past year. Yeah, it was in the what? Was it in this? No, this was in the last year's Megaton, and this just got reprinted in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity collection just like a month ago, and we also now have it as common in the structure deck. Oh. Drawl and Lockbird making its way into another structure deck. Last time we saw it in a structure deck was the Spellcasters, I believe. Was Order of the Spellcasters, or it was the one with the Mighty Mage, or Pendulum Spellcaster monsters. Trying to think of the name. I think it was like Order of the Spellcasters or Spellcaster. No, not Spellcaster's Judgment. No, that was the OG one. I think. Structure deck. I think it's called Orders. I think it's called Order of the Spellcasters. But anyways, yeah, that's the last time I seen the Draw and Lockbird. Other than that, we had gotten a print of Draw and Lockbird as rare in like I think it was in Magical Tactics. No, not Magical Tactics. No, something like that. It was the one with the Labyrinth. With the Labyrinth came in booster box. But yeah, Draw and Lockbird, nice. Gonna use more of those. Onslaught of the Fire Kings. Circle of the Fire Kings. There he is. That's the one I was talking about. Was that one right there. Rekindling. Fire Formation Tanky. There's that card. Nice to have. Dark Hole. Wow. It's another old school card there, and for a staple. Lately I've been seeing like Harpy's Feather Duster, Regeki, and structure decks, but now we got a Dark Hole in a structure deck. Sweet. Even though it's been in structure decks before, I'm saying just today's date. we get a print of a Dark Hole. Let's see. We got Trade-In, Hurl of the Abyss. What's this one? I'm not familiar with this one. Pay 1,500 life points and declare one monster type and one attribute. Your opponent must send one face-up monster on the field with a declare type and attribute from their field to the graveyard if possible. For the rest of this turn, your opponent cannot activate the effects of monsters with sent monster names. Oh, okay. It's kind of like somewhat type of like a board wipe or it's something like that. I was going to say Eveling, but Eveling is different, though. That's banishing. Okay. And then we got Flamvel Counter. And that's another, pretty old type of card there, too. And then we got Spiritual Fire R Kirani. Nice. Chain of Destruction. What? Wow. That kind of surprised me there. Chain of Destruction. Today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck. This is OG right here. This came out back in Pharaoh's Pharaoh Servant. This came out in Pharaoh Servant from way back in the day, and never thought. Wow, didn't think I would see a Chain of Destruction in today's structure deck. Torrential Tribute, and speak about old, I would actually see more Torrential Tribute because it's more of a staple in today as well, but not a Chain of Destruction. So we got Torrential Tribute, nice. Psalm Judgment, yes, thank you. I can now I got a couple more copies of Psalm Judgment I can use for Edison format and stuff like that. So thank you, and then and first, I believe this is our first common print of Infinite Impermanence. I believe it's our first common print. So, because we had Impermanence come in the Cyber Dragons Cyber Strike like over a year ago, and that came in as a super rare in the structure deck. But this is actually, I think this is our first common print of Infinite Impermanence. Nice. And then we got Power Sink Stone. Alright, now we're moving on to the extra deck here. Coach King, Giant Trainer, Diamond Direwolf. That's an old nostalgia. Well, I'm not sure nostalgia, maybe so, but this was another. I believe it was a popular card to run too back in the day of when the XZ during the XZ's format. Well, era or whichever. Hita, the Fire Charmer Ablaze. Love Hita. Nice to see you. And then we got the Fire King Avatar Guranex. I believe that's like the OG boss or something. And then Fire King Avatar Arvata. I like how they just like, you know, both of these names are like the same. They just took the V. They took they just took the letter R and just stuck it between A and V. You know, from here, they just the R and put it right there. So it's Fire King Avatar Arvata. And then there's the Field Spell card, the Fire King Island, coming up in the back. Alright. Alright, and I did pick me up a couple more copies of the structure deck, so that way I could put it together as a ×3 structure deck. So that was the Fire King structure deck. Tell me what you think about it. Like, what do you think? What do you guys think about the Fire King structure deck and such, and prints in it? So let me know in the comments. To me, I just gotta play the deck and try it out. Like I said, I've seen I played against Fire King decks and they seem pretty cool. I just never got like deep dive right into it. So I'm gonna have to put this deck together and try it out and such. So thank you everybody for watching, joining along, and checking out this box opening right here. I know it's already been out for a week, so I'm sure everyone has already seen the deck and stuff like that. So thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, comment what you think, and talk to you later.